Hello and welcome. So I'm going to take a look at the Times Quick Cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Wednesday the 19th of October? November, 19th of November 2025. Where am I at? Right, I've come back in, and once again they've messed around with the grid sizing and things. So I just typed in Joker up there to see if they put this horrible font that I didn't like last week in it. So yeah, they've messed around. So give you a better look at what that is. If I go to the top of the screen, it looks like that. If I scroll down, you can see there's more cluing stuff down here, and Joker's name is just off the screen, so it doesn't size very well from my liking. But hey, anyway, so yeah, our setter today is Joker. I haven't looked at any of the clues though, and I find Joker quite a tough setter. This is his 23rd puzzle of the year, so I think he's leading among the setters on number of puzzles set. Um, Average time of 19 minutes. I think I just counted through. I think I had 9 puzzles over 20 minutes this year from Joker, and only one that's quicker than 11 minutes. So definitely not one of the fastest setters. I used to really enjoy Joker's puzzles. They used to be witty. They used to be relatively easy. I think probably if I was to go back 3 years and do some of his puzzles, then I'd have a lot more sub-10s. So anyway, I think all I can do really is to reset the timer and then struggle into this and get going on it. There we go. Right, lines priest taken unconventionally. Line is a row, Eli, unconventionally, unique. So go by mountain route is to pass, I suppose. Having money for cleaner. Cleaner is a char. Having money, had, own, 8. Own, H. Ironing. Shampoo. Arab perhaps runs in stockings. Arab, something like an Omani, Iraqi, Yemeni. No. Preach yet. Strangely, that must be preach yet, mustn't it? Original archetype, I think. Gosh, that's a interesting one. Archetype, yeah. Outstanding nobleman killing king. So nobleman, eel, earl, duke. Outstanding is Jew. Yeah, Duke. K, take the K out. I was trying to get rid of an R. Spice Maggie added to fruitcase. Maggie is. What's the. Added to fruitcake? There's normally there's a name for Maggie. I can't think what it is. Obviously Maggie, but. Myth of celebrity. Of celebrity, something star. Myth legend. Legend, maybe. I'm going to put legend in there. Leg end. I don't know about that. Pawn surrounded by chess. Attack. Pawn surrounded by suggests P, but is that just sat? Pawn surrounded by P for pawn. Chess notation maybe. Surrounded by chess attack. Don't know anything about. I know a bit about chess, but not much. When days are longer, minute by minute, perhaps, or minute by minute, or minute by minute. Equinox, solstice. Ripped, pierced by hard, sharp object. Thorn and torn, nice clue. That's a good Joker clue, classic. Revised a target for regatta. About to leave icy high ground. About is icy is freeze, high ground is peak. Okay, in favour of is for or pro, suitable is apt, for apt gains, profit. There we are. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Give strength to us in disgrace. Just try to the timer again. Give strength to us in disgrace. Give strength to, there must be an us in there, mustn't there? Just a straight us. Or is it to us in give strength? Don't know. Okay, France say remove publican, republic, which would be, what was that? Removing pub, relic. There we are. Sort out beforehand. Perimeter being confused with end. Am I putting end on the end of a word? Sort out beforehand is perimeter. Yeah, meter. Perimeter's 9 with an end on the end. Meditated. Pre what? Imitor. Pretem. Pre-arrange. Don't know. Oh, shorten a game is to abridge. Seen that a few times. Observed is saw. Spoken part of a play is a scene. Observed is seen, yeah, that way. Support remain is to stay, seen that before. See grub here, cooked should be an anagram of grub here. That's missing a letter to follow cold, so cur. Fast food would be a cheeseburger, nice. That's a good Joker clue. That's what Joker does well, actually. And I can't scroll down now. That must be horse, mustn't it? Arab is a horse. In hose, yep. Legends may be looking right. Kitchen stuff can frustrate. Is that tin opener? Tin can, that feels like. Stuff is to put. Put can frustrate. Kitchen, put, stuff, cram. Sleeping porter missing his third shaft, third shift finally. So there's my T. His third is an S. Is that dormant? Doorman, yeah, okay, so let's take out that. Doorman, without that, that's nice. So legend, I think I'm just going to have to go with legend, aren't I, given those letters. Myth is a legend. Celebrity can be legend, I suppose. He's a legend. Full quiet is a P with irritation. Quiet is P. Itch. Pitch is to fall, I suppose. Pitch forward. That was again about to leave icy high ground. About to leave icy. High ground is hill. Hill. Herald. Hiller. Rehill. Chill. Chill, yeah. Okay. Okay. That was the P. Surrounded by chess attack. I don't know what that is. Chess attack is to concealed. 500 on is dark. Excuse me. And second time I note recurring image. What is a motif? What is that? I note teeth. It's mo time if recurring. Note if or T. O-T-I-F, yeah, okay. This one, when days are longer, is midsummer. I said solstice, didn't I? I don't quite understand the clue now, I'm going to have to come back. When days are longer, double M, minute by minute, by minute. I don't quite understand that, but I'm sure it's midsummer. This is amend, isn't it? Or amend. Pre. Okay, I mean, that looks pretty good, can't really complain too much there. Line priest taken unconventionally is unripe, unscrape, drape, throop. Having money for cleaner. Money for cleaner. Is that pre? Oh, maybe it's not pre. Perimeter. Let's have a look. Perimeter with end. I don't know if I need to. I would think that's pre though. Thinking that it's a beforehand clue, isn't it? Sort out beforehand. Perimeter. Sort out beforehand is to prearrange, is to M-E-N-T detriment, determine, there we are. Jacob loves those kind of clues actually, that predetermine, there we are. This one here was kitchen stuff can frustrate. That, pawn surrounded by chess attack. I've got no idea about that, what chess is or attacks in chess are. Pawn surrounded by, well, P by is X. Pax is Pax. I think that's Pax, isn't it? If that's X, that becomes kitchen stuff is to box. Can frustrate. Not sure about that. I think that's Pax, but I don't know. By being X for times. Spice Maggie added to fruitcake. Spice is not my strong point. I can't think what the nickname for Maggie is, other than because Maggie is short for Margaret, but there's another name they like to use. Give strength to us in disgrace. Give strength is to reinforce. Not going to get there, am I? Having money for cleaner. Collect. Ooh, what's going on there? Having money is rich for cleaner. Solvent. There we are. Very good. Nice double definition. Okay, there's my us, I guess. Excuse me. Give strength to us in disgrace. what's that going to be? Something US, something US, something A, something. I'm fairly sure that's correctly thing. This one, line is an L maybe. Priest taken unconditional. Oh, maybe it's just priest, anagram priest, which is a stripe. Okay, that's easy, isn't it? Sustain, and a stain is disgrace. Yeah, got a stain on your name. Spice, nutmeg. Ah, Meg, that was the name I was looking for. Good. That makes that. Kitchen stuff. Is it a tax? No, it's not a tax. Tin. I think that's tin foil. Okay, which just leaves that to be surrounded by chest attack. Pawn. Well, it can be anything, can't it? It can be pan, pen, pun. P, surrounded by. Chess attack. Pan, pin, surrounded by in. Yeah, P in, I think. I'm going to go in. Yeah. Yes, 933. Scrapes home on that one. Wasn't too sure about that. I don't really understand that. Let's go through the clues. Good, 933. So second fastest the Joker puzzle of the year, and much more like the puzzles of Joker's Path that I used to enjoy. I'm just seeing Midsummer there and thinking I've got no idea what passing of that was. Let's have a look. Right, a line is a stripe. Stripe is an anagram of priest. Taken unconventionally is your anagram indicator. Good clue. Good clue once you see that that's just an anagram. Excuse me. To go by is to pass. You pass someone, you go by them. A mountain route is a pass. So that's double definition. I've got another double definition here, which is if you've got money, then you are. If you have money, then you're a solvent, and a cleaner. A solvent is a type of cleaner. An Arab, perhaps. So yeah, an Arab is an example of a horse. And Arthur runs, cricket notation going into stockings, which are hose. Preach yet is an anagram of archetype. Strangely is your anagram indicator, and something that's original is the archetype. Outstanding is due. A nobleman is a duke. Killing king, so take the K for king out of duke. Right, spice, Maggie. So nutmeg is a spice. Okay, yeah. Nutmeg is a spice. Maggie is sometimes known as Meg. That's what I couldn't remember. Added to fruitcake. Now, in this sense, a fruitcake is a nut, as in a person who's a little bit batty, nutty. There we go. Another double definition here. So, a legend is a myth, and a legend is also a celebrity. Right. A pawn. P for pawn is chess, notation for pawn, and then if it's surrounded by, then it's in. So pawn in, which I don't really like, but okay. And a chess tack is a pin. Not a phrase I've ever heard of in terms of chess. Not that I'm a chess player particularly, but it would be nice to kind of have something that's a bit well known, especially when you've got pretty much all the options there. You can have pan, pen, pin. Pon you probably can't have, although it might be an old word for upon, and pun. So yeah, you've got 4 options there, which is a bit nasty, and you have to work out surrounded by is in. So I think there will be a few people today who fail on that one, if nothing else. When the days are longer is midsummer. Minute by minute, perhaps. I was looking at, I was thinking summer's adding, isn't it? But minute by minute. Minute is an M. Id summer. We've got 2 M's there, minute by minute. I don't know if it's just a straight cryptic. The days are longer in the midsummer. I'm going to have a quick think about that to myself. Hold on, I'll pause. Well, I have to say I've got no idea about this one in terms of, well, when the days are longer is midsummer. Normally a question mark on the end of that clue there, and given that I can't read past the rest of it as being anything particular, makes me think it's just a pure cryptic clue. Now with pure cryptic clues, typically there are 2 ways of reading the clue, but I really can't see what the other way of reading this clue is minute by minute. So, and although minute by minute might be the 2 M's there, I don't see what to do with the rest of it. I can't see where that would be coming from, but I think it's cryptically. Don't fully understand. Ripped is torn. Pierced by H for hard, which gives you a thorn, which is a sharp object. That's your definition. Revised is your anagram indicator that a target is an anagram of regatta, and a regatta is a rowing competition. About, right, let me just scroll down a little bit more. There we go. About is circa, which would be abbreviated to be C. So C leaving icy. Well, icy is chill, which leaves you a hill, which is the high ground. So chill becomes hill without the C for circa. In favour of is pro, and suitable is fit. Fit for that, fit for purpose. Profit is gains, profit or gains. There you go. Right, let's have a look at your down clues. Give strength give strength is to sustain. Okay, fair enough. Us is in the clue going into disgrace, which is a stain. You've got a stain on your name, you're in disgrace. Put us in there gives you sustain. France, say. So France is an example of a republic, which I saw very quickly, especially when you can see pub further on in the clue. So remove the pub from republic, leaves you relic, and a survival from the past is a relic. To sort out beforehand is to predetermine. That's your definition. Predetermine is an anagram of perimeter end, and being confused with is your anagram indicator. To shorten something is to abridge it. A is in the clue, and bridge is a game of cards. I've seen that clue a good 5 or 6 times, so that went in quickly. If something was observed, it was seen, which would be spelled S-E-E-N. Spoken is your sound-like indicator, which gives you seen, spelled like that, which is part of a play. Support remain, nice surface there. A support is a stay, thing used to prop up things, and to remain is to stay. So the capital R is just a misdirection to get you away from the idea of remain is to stay. Right, C grub here is an anagram of cheeseburger. Cooked is your anagram indicator, but that needs to follow C for cold. So put a C for cold at the fast and then do the anagram. And cheeseburgers are fast food. Kitchen stuff is tin foil. Okay, tin is can, and to foil is to frustrate. I did say can is tin from the beginning, so fairly pleased to spot what was going on there, even if I didn't get it quickly. Right, sleeping porter is a doorman, but missing his third. So take the third letter out of doorman is missed the second O, and then shift finally is the final letter of shift is a T. So actually the definition is dormant is sleeping. Sleeping equals dormant, and then a porter is a doorman. To fall, fall over, you pitch over. So pitch is to fall, definition. P for piano, which means play quietly in musical notation, and then irritation is an itch. Concealed is dark. You're in the dark. It's been concealed. Not keen on that definition, but 500 in Latin is a D, and Noah's ship is an ark. I mean, that's pretty nice. Just Noah's ship. I mean, I think that would normally be included as on a vessel or something, probably on easier days or harder days. Sorry. Right, a second is a moment. T for time. I is in the clue, and then the note is the note F, and a recurring image is a motif. So there we go, all done. 9:33. Another sub 10 in my bag. Very pleased to get through that. Thank you, Jacob, for a good puzzle. Not so many thanks to the IT people for messing around the screen again, but thank you for watching.